Higgins, and I am going to present to you my final major project pitch idea. Our idea is based around American Horror Story Season 3, as it's all involved with voodoo and voodoo dolls and just kind of just the history of voodoo. Our synopsis is there is a boy who is bullied and he is pushed on the stairs. He finds a voodoo doll and then gets his revenge on the bully by using the voodoo doll. He has to research how the voodoo doll works and how you get it to work with the person who would be the victim. And then once he works that out, he then starts to get his revenge, and then he realises that the voodoo doll actually works. Our cast, we have Oliver Kent Ledger as the victim and Adam Frake as the bully, and then we've got a couple of extras and guest star Monty the cat as the killer cat. Our equipment list is very basic. We only need a Canon XF100 and a tripod. Props, we just need a voodoo doll, which me and my nan handmade. We just need a folder, bandage to go around the bully's arm, scissors, masking tape, and like a board pin that goes into corkboards. Locations, we have Adam's house, so his bedroom and just his doorway, and then we've got 2 places in F block, so the stairs and just the hallway. And we have risk assessments for both of those and test shots. Our target audience, the psychographic, I would say was explorers or strugglers, and socioeconomic was D and E grade, I think I decided. Our budget was, we didn't need to pay for anything as we had access to everything that we needed, but theoretically if we had to pay for everything, it would be around £600-700 for everything we need. Our schedule, we've got 2 weeks to film, edit, refilm anything that was misfilmed or just anything we thought could have been better. And that is it, thank you. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah, I think like you mentioned audience, psychographic categories and that sort of stuff, but you didn't say what that means to your project. So what was the psychographic category? Explorers? Was it?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means that people that are more likely to have seen films with that kind of theme, if that makes sense, like voodoo is in TV series that I was inspired by, would have been seen by people who just sit around and watch TV all day. To me, that's what people have seen.
So explorers are people who sit around and watch TV?
No, but that's strugglers as well. That's part of that one.
Right.
The explorers part was, I'm trying to remember it in my head now. Writing it down. No, I didn't.
I mean, you don't need to.
I can't remember.
It's not necessarily what it is important, but what does that mean for your film?
For our film.
How will you tailor your film? What does that mean?
It just means that's who our cast. That's who we would identify ourselves as. So we would aim.
So you'll change the cast. How would you change the casts?
I would say our cast were the explorers, so we were trying to engage other explorers into
What about socioeconomic status? You mentioned that D and E.
I would say it was
again,
more
around. What does that mean? Like, is there any differences in terms? You make a horror film. Is there any differences in what someone who's got a socioeconomic status of D likes compared to someone who's got a socioeconomic status of A? What's the difference?
I would just say that it's personally to do with students and younger people who, I would just say personally from what I've researched, that younger people and students are more interested in horror films than the older person with more skills and such.